All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Yahweh be the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai be the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, we're going to get into this video. Say fair use, fair use. That's for education purposes only. And we're going to see how the lies and the misunderstandings of the scriptures can lead you into utter darkness.
Have you ever noticed that in the Bible, the son who actually does right is the one that gets screwed over and is hated by God, but yet the son that sits up there and does the wrong freaking thing is always the one that always gains the praise and the approval of their father? This is why our system is so jacked up and why people look at the Bible and they're so messed up in how they live their lives. And this is why a lot of your families are screwed up as well. You know how you got that one family member that's always screwing up, but it seems like everybody circles around that one, but the family member that does right, they kind of leave them out into the wind? It's because of these stupid-ass teachings in the Bible. That's why. Let me give you a couple of examples of what I'm talking about. So when you look at the story of Isaac, Isaac has two sons, Jacob and Esau. Well, Jacob, he's the trickster pulling on the ankle, but Jacob also tricks Esau out of his birthright and tricks Isaac into giving him Esau's blessing. Then Jacob is the one that leaves. Jacob rolls out.
Okay, let's deal with that point right there. Let's deal with that point right there. Salakia. We'll get this up too. Get that off. Get that off. Get that off. All right, we're going to deal with that first point. He said Jacob was a trickster. Now, this is what Esau and his descendants, they push this narrative to try to make themselves look innocent. So when you go into Genesis 25, we're going to get who Esau is real quick because these people want to try to hide their identity. Genesis 25 and 25 is saying the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Now, he didn't come out with red hair, because later on he going to try to talk about some red hair. And it said that he was red all over. Now, the only people that come out red all over is albinos, because the blood don't change. If you're an albino, your blood is still going to be red. But the only thing that's not regular is your skin. See, the melanin is not producing in the skin for it to have pigment, and it's a defect and a plague that Leviticus 13:13 says a clean form of leprosy. So this is what Esau came out with. 27 say Esau is a cunning hunter, meaning he know how to hunt you down with a lie. See, he gonna fool your mind and deceive you. This is why these lies is being popularized. So let's get to what happened when Esau gave up the blessing. Now, first of all, what did Jacob say? Jacob said something powerful because this is what people are saying. Where is it? It's verse 12. Look at what Jacob said. He said, my father peradventure will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me and not a blessing. See, this is what Jacob was saying. He didn't want to be a deceiver. This is not what he wanted to do. See, this was not his plan. He didn't plan on this thing. He saw what he was being told to do, and he said, nope, I don't want to do that. I'm going to see him as a deceiver. See, and a trickster, as they saying. But this is not what Jacob did, so how can somebody sit up there and say he did it? And out of his own mouth, he said, I'm not trying to be no deceiver. even though you telling me to do this. And who was telling him to do it? Verse 13. And his mother said unto him, upon me be your curse, my son. Only obey my voice and go fetch me them. So he was doing what his mama said. And his mama said, on me be the curse. On me be the point of I was doing the deception. I was the one being the deceiver in the situation. I was the one being the trickster in the situation. See? So you get these wicked Negroes nowadays, and they'll sit around and regurgitate some mess Esau done conjured up because he is the deceiver. See? The deceiver is Esau, and he is the one that is telling people bold-faced lies about the scriptures. And he trying to make it seem like Jacob is a deceiver. And Jacob said, no, I ain't no deceive nobody, man. And this is what happens when you come to the scriptures. The scriptures can clearly say something, and you'll have these wicked Negroes regurgitating what Esau, the real deceiver and the Antichrist, is saying. Now let's get some more if they ain't try to block my video.
Was to marry his cousin. I want to marry his cousin. He's gone for 14 plus years. Esau stays home, takes care of his elderly parents. The parents are already elderly when he's there, when Jacob leaves. So Jacob leaves for 14 plus years. Esau stayed home, took care of the family business, took care of his mama, took care of his daddy, even though his mama didn't treat him right, took care of both of them until the day that they died. Esau was down, 10 toes down. But because Esau didn't marry his cousins, because Esau was a redhead, Esau then is hated by God. But Jacob, the one who lied.
Now, see, I go another lie. Let's go ahead and get that. And I want to just see if I can get some of these lies on my other Bible so they don't try to mess my video up. They'll try to block me off my video. Let's see. It says in Genesis 20, let's see, because Jacob, he was told to go to these people. Genesis 28:1, it said, and Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him. See, here we go again. Rebecca, the mama, was telling Jacob to do something. Jacob get the blame. Jacob is the bad son. Okay, now Isaac is telling Jacob to do something, but no, he leaves off and go do something on his own. It says, and Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, you shall not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Go to Perniram, to the house of Bethel, your mother's father, and take you a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. You see, this is what Isaac is telling him to do. So you see how a wicked Negro will follow the narrative of Esau, the deceiver, who coming up with these cunning words and lies to try to demonize Jacob and the holy seed, the blessed seed. See, this is what they're trying to do because it's a bold-faced lie that's coming out of his mouth talking about Jacob was the bad son and he was just all into all kind of folly going against the family when the family is telling him specific instructions and he ain't doing nothing, man. He obeying the family. He doing what the family tell him to do. And Esau did marry his cousin because he married an Ishmaelite. Abraham other son was Ishmael. So he was marrying something close to the family too. Because Jacob's mother's brother is a close relative, and Ishmael is a close relative of Isaac. But anyway, and mind you, the mama's brother is not even really too much of a kin. But anyway, let's go into the next point he finna say.
To his family. his brother, the one who lies to his daddy, the one who goes and marries his two first cousins, marries his two slave wives, the one who tricks his uncle out of the animals, the one who comes back and his brother is forgiving of him and saying, come on back home, you my brother. Lies to his brother and runs off into the opposite direction instead of coming home like he said he was going to do. This is the one that your God loves. This is the one that the 12 tribes of Israel come from.
Now he just told a big one right there. Now, first of all, he said, come home. Now, what is it? If his brother was all this loving and all this amazing stuff, he's saying, why would he say this in Genesis 27 and what is it, 41? Now, Jacob know this about Esau. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are in hand, and then I shall slay my brother Jacob. I'm going to kill him. Verse 42, these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. Who told these words to Rebekah? See? And she sent and called Jacob her younger son and said unto him, behold, your brother Esau, as touching you, do comfort himself, purposing to kill you. See, this is why Isaac told Jacob to go the other way, go get you a wife, and go prepare to hit the road, because this man trying to kill you. See, your mama sending you off because she done heard Esau trying to kill you. So when Esau did call him, or he ran into Esau by mistake, he took the humble road, and Esau took an army of men to meet Jacob and was hoping that Jacob was gonna try to fight back so he could kill Jacob. But the Lord protected Jacob and made it to where they could pass through Esau's land without Esau killing them. But Esau was ready to kill. He had a whole army ready. Hundreds of men, I think. Real quick, let me see if I can run into that number of men that Esau had. I think it was 31. Genesis 31 or 32. Let's see here. Genesis. It said Genesis 32 and 8. It said, and said, if Esau come to the one company and smite it, then the other. Okay, he was trying to split the family up. So just in case Esau was just gonna straight up attack him, some of the family will get away because they had to go through the land. Now it says here how many people that Esau had with him. Okay, let me go back to verse 1. Because the angel came and told him, hey man, you finna run into Esau now. So it's a major situation finna go down. Okay, he had 400 men with him. Verse 6. This Genesis 32 and 6. It said, messengers returned to Jacob saying, we came to your brother Esau, and also he came to meet you and 400 men with him. He came to kill, man. And see, these people trying to protect Esau because he the so-called white man, you see. So he coming up with all kind of doctrine, just like Christianity, and demonizing the Bible, demonizing the Israelites. See, they killed Yahushua when they didn't kill Yahushua. The Edomites killed Yahushua. The Herodian dynasty was Edomites. They killed Yahushua. The Roman Empire was Edomites. They killed Yahushua. They pierced him on his side. You see, they set him up. See, they were just being instigated. The Israelites was being instigators, and plus they should have been instigators because the Lord had already planned on him being a sacrifice for that nation. So it was going to benefit them for him to die anyway. But the other nations, the ones that killed them, man, the Edomites, they want to put them on the pole and put that sword through his side. Now, when you go into this other stuff about the prodigal son too, I think he mentioned the prodigal son. This is. Let me see if he go into it. Hold on.
This is the one that the line of David and Solomon and all of them come from. While Esau was a good dude. While Esau then becomes hated by God, and then don't even get me started with the whole Edomite thing and the Hebrew Israelites, even though Deuteronomy tells you to love the Edomites. But
there you go again with another lie. Deuteronomy don't tell you to love no Edomites. That is a misprint that these Edomites during the 1800, 1881, or whenever they went into there and started revising the Bible, and they knew that it was a error, and they went in, and even if they didn't know it was an error, and King James had made an error, it was an error. So when you research the scriptures, and you can go in the Blue Letter and see that it was an error, that it's supposed to say Syrian or Syrian. Now, what you call it? Rebecca's brother was a Syrian. When you go into what is it? It says who the brother was. They were telling Jacob to go. They were telling Jacob to go to that land and find him a wife, and it called him a Syrian. Where is it? Is it yeah, verse is 20, Genesis 28, 20, Genesis 28 and 5. It says, and Isaac sent away Jacob, and he went to Perneram upon Laban, son of Bethuel, the Syrian. See, there was the Syrians was the brother. That's why he said, don't abhor your brother, because the Syrians was their brothers. He wasn't talking about no Esau. He was talking about the Syrian. See? So these people misprint the Bible. Now they want to use that lie and say, oh, he don't abhor Edomite, when the Lord, from the foundation of the earth, do it according to Romans 9 and 11. See, 9 and 11, it's emergency. That you understand that one. From the foundation of the earth, he planned for Esau to be the wicked. See, to be the bad guy in the story, in the script that he wrote. See, in the plan that he wrote, just like a director writing a movie, he planned on Esau. You gonna be the villain in this movie. See, because you gonna be the person in the story that I'm gonna use to teach my lesson that I'm teaching. Because the story ain't nothing but a lesson. Now, when you go into so the hit that Deuteronomy is talking about Assyrian. When you go into Kings and other places to show you how that was Assyrian that he was talking about, and it's a misprint. But they gonna keep running with that lie.
Esau gets shit for doing.
You see, that's why they want to leave off of the thing, because they keep trying to.
Why Jacob's gets glory for doing all the wrong.
Salakia. I'm trying to get it right.
Same thing with Jesus telling the parable of the prodigal son. You got the one son who's, I want all my stuff now, and he goes, he leaves, he party. Then he gets broke. He comes home and he's just like, can I can I have a job? And his daddy putting robes on him and taking care of him and getting big feasts and all this stuff. While the sons who stayed there and worked hard, kept the family business going, was a good son, the father fusses at him because he's not sitting up there like, oh, well, let's feast that my brother came home. He took all his money and ran out and partied and wasted the family fortune while I stayed here and worked hard to keep this family going and keep the family fortune going, doing what's right. And he gets admonished. That's the bullshit of your book. That's the bullshit of this book. Don't even get me started on the fact that all the men in the Bible who had multiple wives are the ones that found favor with this God, but all the men who only had one wife are the ones that this God hated, like Ahab, one wife, God hates him. But hey, Solomon, he got 700 wives. hey, that's God's dude. You know what I'm saying? This book is just so jacked up in so many ways. But y'all keep on reading it.
Now, when you go into the prodigal son first, before I hit the multiple wives, because see, this is why Christianity has destroyed these people. Because things that's clear in the Bible, these people are trying to use as things that make the Bible don't make no sense, and just it's just all messed up. So anyhow, when you go into the scripture, the parable son, Yahweh in Matthew, what is it? Let me quote it real quick. Matthew, and I'm done with this video. So let me go to back to my scriptures. I like to read them on the screen. Matthew 13 and 11. This is why he did this to these Negroes. Pushed this Christianity out here because it wasn't for everybody. Matthew 13 and 11 to get to the 10. It say, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speak you unto them in parables? So he was using similitudes and parables like the story of Jacob and Esau, which is not a parable, but he's using these stories that has meanings to them that you can't just read these things and figure out what's going on just off the surface. See, you're going to have to really read it, and the Spirit going to give you the understanding. It says, why did he speak to them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is not given to you, because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. And then he went to read Isaiah 6 and 9, which said pretty much, I'm blinding these people because I don't want them to be healed because they wasn't a part of the chosen. Let's get that again in Romans 11 and 7. He says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And he quote Isaiah 28 about how the Lord was going to seal up the book, and you can grab that book and pick it up all you want and read it from front cover 1,000 times, but you're not gonna get it because he got a spirit of slumber. See, he sealed the book until the time of the end, so you could have read that book 1,000,000 times, and you ain't gonna get the understanding until he bring the comforter, which Yahweh said he was gonna send the spirit, which Joel said he was gonna send the spirit on the sons and the daughters, so they can understand them prophecies and understand the scriptures. So when you go into the prodigal son, that is talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. See, the northern kingdom was banished in Hosea 1, chapter 1. He said, you are not my people. See, he told that to the northern kingdom. And the southern kingdom, they were still there because during the Persian Empire in captivity, the Persians allowed the southern kingdom to go leave Babylon and go back to the land and build the temple and build up the city. And so that's how David was the faithful son, because they was in there with the temple and in the land and following the law. So he had them as a faithful son. Then the northern kingdom, they in the lands of their captivity in foreign lands, practicing the customs of those foreign lands, those idols that's in those foreign lands. So they was out doing all kind of abominations when they was the seed of Israel, a holy seed, and had an inheritance of a king. But they out there like a pig wallowing in the mud. See, this is a parable because the average person ain't gonna understand the crap. See, everything went back to Israel. One talking about just a good son and a crazy son, and the father gonna sit around and cater to the crazy son out there doing all kind of crap. No, this was talking about the Israelites who had a blessing and from Abraham. See, the blessing from Abraham was gonna go to all the Israelites. It wasn't just gonna go for the elect tribes of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. No, it was going to go to the elect of the whole 12 tribes. See, that's why Revelation 7, it says 1,200 12,000 out of each tribe. See, it wasn't just going for no 3 tribes. But this is the misunderstanding Christianity give you, because they never talk about a law of 10 lost tribes. They'll never go into the history and say, it was 10 lost tribes. So this is who is being searched out for. This is who the Lord is looking for. See, He's trying to search these 10 lost tribes and bring the good news to them that you are Israelites and y'all got to come back to your inheritance in order to get it. See, you got to follow the covenant in order to get the inheritance. See, they not understanding this. Christianity is pushing universal religion and universal all nations can read the covenant of the Israelites and get it. And that's a bold-faced lie. But these wicked Negroes is being blind by the Lord. We can see it clear because the book don't say what they believing in. They slave masters say that crap. And they regurgitating everything he say. See, he try to make himself look good. Esau was a good person. See, the slave master is Esau. All the rabbis, the Jewish rabbis, was telling them that they knew that the Europeans was the Edomites, and that these people that was being thrown into slavery was the real Israelites. See, they knew these things as rabbis. So when they was the one with the insurance company and helping the other people get the slave ships and making all these contracts, see, they the bankers, they the people dealing in the money. So they the one that's the real orchestrators. See, these little people at the bottom, they just doing what they need to do to get $1, man. The other Edomites, see, the real one that was in control is the one that's making the deals and that's know what the heck going on. That's why I say in Jeremiah 49, the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the Edomites is the one in control, man. But yeah, these Negroes is totally blind to what's going on because the Lord put blinders on their eyes and ears, and they regurgitating stuff that's totally wrong. Then what he say? So he said, he said the multiple wives. It's clear in the scriptures that you can have multiple wives, but the Christian church has changed the situation. So now a Negro, he gonna think that you don't having one wife is righteous, but the law is the definition of righteousness. See, and let's go into the law real quick. It is Exodus 21:10. It says if he take him another wife for food, raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not be diminished. So it was in the law a man could take him another wife. See, in Deuteronomy 21, same situation. The 15th verse, it says, if a man have 2 wives, one beloved and another hated. If a man have 2 wives, see, people was in the law. See, Yahushua was talking about the law. The Pharisees came to Yahushua and questioned him about the law. Everything was about the law. What has God ordained in his law? He gave Moses a law. This is my will. See, he gave him a will. What's in the will of God? See, and that's a better thing, a better way to say the law. What's the will of God? It's the law. And that will, what's God's will in a certain situation? When it comes to marriage, God's will is for the man is able to have more than one wife if he want to. And yeah, he gonna bless them because that's gonna bring more help to that man's house. Because if a woman is a helpmate, you get more helpers. The more helpers on the situation, what it say? Two is better than 1, and 3 is definitely better than 2. So guess what? When he multiply wives, he gonna get more, and he gonna be more have more help. So these people just totally destroyed through Christianity and through their slave master and the love of their slave master. And the truth is too clear, man. But I'm gonna leave it there. I just want to debunk everything this wicked Negro said they probably done gave him some money. He off in the hotel room. You sit around and just make videos about how Esau was a good man. See, we'll send you some money on the side. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth, peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.